Baba, Bhola Baba, Bhola Baba. Om Namah Shivaya, Shankar Mahadeva, Bhola Baba. Om Namah Shivaya, Shankar Mahadeva, Bhola Baba. Om Namah Shivaya, Shankar Mahadeva, Bhola Baba.
Namaste, Sitaram, a pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I am your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maharudradev Mandir. And of course, the Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So today's program is a very special program. We are dedicating this program to two of our very special devotees. First to Rakesh and Sharon Ramnarayan, as they celebrated their anniversary this past week. And of course, we want to also send a shout out to Sam Prasad, who also celebrated his retirement, 40 years working at Deloitte. And so we want to say happy retirement to him as well and dedicate this entire program to all of them. For now, we'll join our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for our pravachan. Enjoy.
आवो बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवजी के मंदिर में आवो बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवजी के मंदिर में शिवजी की मंदिर शिवजी की मंदिर शिवजी के मंदिर में आवो बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवजी के मंदिर में सोना के हर मूर्ति बने हैं सोना के हर मूर्ति बने हैं सीता और श्री राम शिवजी के मंदिर में आओ देखो जपो हरि नाम शिवजी के मंदिर में तुलसीदास भक्तो भगवाना तुलसीदास बजो भगवान लक्ष्मण और हनुमान शिवजी के मंदिर में आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवजी के मंदिर में तू चढ़ावो हर आरती उतारो चढ़ावो हर आरती उतारो आओ सुबह शाम शिवजी के मंदिर में आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवजी के मंदिर में शिवजी की मंदिर शिवजी की मंदिर शिवजी की मंदिर में शिवजी की मंदिर शिवजी की मंदिर शिवजी के मंदिर में आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवजी के मंदिर में आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवजी के मंदिर में शिवजी के मंदिर में शिवजी के मंदिर
That who is called as most perfect? Well, Maryada Purushottam. He was called as the most perfect individual in this world. He's called Maryada Purushottam, embodiment of all. But of course, he's Paramatma. He's a supreme being. Are we trying to compare ourselves with the Supreme? Devotees, if we look on the level that where when Hanumanji was asked that who are you? And he said, Lord, in the Adhyatmic level, it is given that Between myself and you, there is no difference. Hari Vyapaka Sarvatra Samana. It leads me to a beautiful chopai.
हरे व्यापक सर्वत्र समाना हरे व्यापक सर्वत्र समाना प्रेम से प्रगट जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय
Arivyapaka Sarvatra Samana Prema Se Pragata Oi Me Jana. That we are all part, a spark of Hari, which is none other than the Lord. And so just as how a spark is enough to light up a little piece of paper for a matchstick, and so the entire compound can be burnt from this little spark. Also, we don't need a big, huge bonfire for such to happen. Understand? Even though we are a little spark, our words and our actions will teach so much in this world.
Dam 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 rom baje dam 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 rom baje Jai Shankar Kailashpati Jai Shankar Kailashpati Dam 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 rom baje dam 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 rom baje Jai Shankar Kailashpati Jai Shankar Kailashpati भवसारत है नाम तिहारा दीन अनाथो कारक वाला भवसारत है नाम तिहारा दीन अनाथो कारक वाला पूरन परमानंद प्रकाशी अखिलेश्वर भक्तन सुखराशि जय शंकर कैलाशपति जय शंकर कैलाशपति दम 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 rum baje जय शंकर कैलाशपति जय शंकर कैलाशपति जय जयकार कर नर नारी भोला भंडरी भोला भंडरी भोला भंडरी नमः शिवाय दया करो भोला बंधारी दया करो भोला भंडारी पूर्ण ब्रह्म सदा विनाशी योगेश्वर मम हृदय निवासी जय शंकर कैलाशपति जय शंकर कैलाशपति दम 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 डमरू बाजे जय शंकर कैलाशपति जय शंकर कैलाशपति जय शंकर कैलाशपति.
My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan, and of course, as we are getting prepared for the celebration of Ganesh Visarjan, with Ganesh Chaturthi being on September 9th. Of course, I will be giving you more information throughout the program today on what's happening with us at Maharujadiv Mandir for the celebration for Ganesh Visarjan. For now, we'll join Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon for our health segment.
Sitaram, and welcome to Health Corner. I am Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon, and today we begin a three-part series on stress. Stress is one of the most common complaints amongst all medical issues. In fact, it is one of the leading causes for developing physical and emotional illness, and the leading cause of missed workdays in Canada. Today, we will be discussing the various health effects of stress on our body. In the coming episodes, we will discuss the various techniques that may help reduce and control stress in your life. The human body is designed to experience stress and react to it. Stress is a normal part of life and has many benefits. The stress response keeps us alert and ready to avoid danger. In the short term, stress helps the body cope with a challenging situation, whether it is escaping a wild animal or performing well on a test or business presentation. However, stress becomes a problem when a person experiences continuous stress without relief between situations. As a result, some people can experience the long-term effects of stress that can affect our mental and physical health. In the brain, stress triggers the hypothalamus to start the fight or flight response. When the stressor is gone, this heightened stress response eases and the body returns to normal. In times of prolonged stress, this can lead to excessive irritability, anxiety, and depression. It is common to experience headaches or trouble sleeping. It also interferes with our appetites, causing many to overeat or sometimes lose your appetite altogether. These effects of stress on the brain may also cause some people to turn to alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs in order to cope. However, these behaviors tend to keep the body in a stressed state, leading to worsening symptoms in the long term. In the cardiovascular system, regular stress increases your heart rate and blood pressure to get more oxygen to the brain and muscles. However, long-term stress can lead to chronic high blood pressure, hardening of the arteries, and increases your risk of having a heart attack or stroke. In the digestive system, under regular stress, the liver produces extra glucose to help with a stressful situation. In uncontrolled stress, this may lead to an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and in those who already have diabetes, it may lead to poor blood sugar control. Stress also increases acid reflux and may make stomach ulcers act up and become more painful or bleed. Stress alters the way that the intestines process food, leading to constipation, diarrhea, stomach aches, and changes in appetite. In the musculoskeletal system, under normal stress, the muscles tense up to protect themselves from injury. In uncontrolled stress, the muscles do not relax, leading to back and shoulder pain, muscle aches, and headaches. In the reproductive system, uncontrolled stress in women may lead to irregular or painful menstrual cycles. In men, uncontrolled stress may cause a drop in testosterone levels and can interfere with sperm production, erectile dysfunction, and even impotence. In the normal stress response, the immune system is stimulated to perform better in a short term. However, in uncontrolled stress, people are more susceptible to viral and bacterial infections and increases the time it takes to recover from illness. Stress not only makes you more susceptible to get sick, but also increases the time until you recover from the infection. Stress exists to help us cope with challenging situations. But as we can see, there are many negative effects of uncontrolled stress on the body. The key is for us to learn to control our response to stress or reduce it if possible. In the next 2 episodes, we will discuss some of the important stress-reducing strategies that can help you avoid the many health consequences of uncontrolled stress. Thank you for joining me on Health Corner, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week on Rudraaya.
My dear viewers, and of course, as we head into the fall season and, different employers and ensuring that, there's a return to work and that the employees are fully vaccinated, which is, double vaccination. We also encourage you that if you have not yet gotten your vaccinations, to please go out there and be sure to get your vaccinations, because it's important. When we do, we would have to get back to some form of normal, and to ensure that, our community remains safe. It's not only about ourselves and our family, but it's also going out there within our community and ensuring that it's our responsibility to protect members of our community as well. So please, we encourage you to ensure that you do take your vaccinations. With that, we'll get straight into our corporate segment with Kamalji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitaram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I'm the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium in Kitchener. I'm also a licensed funeral director. As the number of COVID cases are declining, the government has made some adjustments for the rules to be followed for a funeral service. The limitation for the number of people to attend a funeral visitation or service is now based on social distancing at all funeral homes. People have to social distance 2 meters apart, including the seating. So larger funeral homes will generally have more people allowed inside versus smaller funeral establishments. The law still requires all persons entering into a building to record their name and contact number for contact tracing purposes. Face masks are still required to be worn inside of a building, as well as hand sanitizing to be used. Even at cemeteries for outside burials, face masks are required, as well as social distancing required of 2 meters apart. The cemeteries have not put a restriction on a number to attend a burial. For those outside waiting to come at a funeral home, social distancing of 2 meters are required to be managed by funeral staff. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and at Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, we operate 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. Our crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to leave our building in cold or bad weather for a cremation. Our crematorium space can have a large group of people to attend the witnessing of the cremation as well. For Hindu families, we can provide all the puja items, including fresh leaves and a havan kund. We have large halls that can accommodate large seatings to smaller ones. We are centrally located for families in the west and families from the east. For more information, please contact me from the telephone number on the screen. Thank you for watching, and see you next week on Rudraaya. Sitaram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
जब शाम मोरे खिड़की खोली जब शाम मोरे खिड़की खोली खिड़की करे गए खिड़की करे गए सारा रा 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 रात शाम सपने में आए रात शाम सपने में आए भैया पी गए धैया पी गए सारा रा 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 रात शाम सपने में आए रात शाम सपने में आए जब शाम मेरे भैया पकड़ी जब शाम मेरे भैया पकड़ी भैया करे गए भैया करे गए सारा रा 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 रात शाम.
My dear viewers, we've come to the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I hope you've enjoyed today's segment. And as I mentioned during the program today, we are also preparing for Ganesh Visarjan. And so we would be having a celebration at the mandir right here where we will perform puja onto the Ganesh Ji Murti. And then we will have a procession to the lake. And that's going to happen on Sunday, September the 19th. So I will be providing you with more information on that next week during Rudraaya. for now, just please block off that date, which is September 19th. And of course, if you plan to attend, we are also scheduling your visit to the mandir. So please reach out and let us know if you would like to attend our service. We would like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharudraaya Mandir, as well as our executive producer, Gary Khan, for making Rudraaya possible. And of course, you know, as we continue to weather this storm and to, you know, navigate through uncharted waters, please ensure that you don't confuse your path with your destination. Because even though it's stormy now, it doesn't mean that you aren't headed for sunshine. So please remember that and keep the faith, and we will make it through this together. We wish you a blessed week, and we look forward to seeing you right here next week on Rudraaya. Namaste.
Shiva Omkara, Shiva Omkara,
Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara,
Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Ardhangi Dhara, Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara,
Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara,
Ekanan Chaturanana Panchanan Raje, Hansa Sangarudahasan, Mrishvasan Saje, Om Har 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 Mahadev.
Om Har 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 Mahadev.
दो भुज चारु चतुर भुजंग शंभुज ते सोहे, तीनों रूप निरहकते त्रिभुवन मोहे, ओम हर 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 महादेव।
Om Har 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 Mahadev.
अक्षमाला वनमाला रुंदमाला हरे, नंदन मृग मद सोहे, माले शशिधरे, ओम हर हर महादेव।
Om Har 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 Mahadev.
श्वेतांबर पीतांबरं भागंबर अंगे, गंगादिक ब्रह्मादिक भूतादिक संगे, ओम हर 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 महादेव।
Om Har 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 Mahadev.
कर में श्रेष्ठ कमंडलु चक्र त्रिशूल धरता, जग करता जग महरता, जग पालन करता, ओम हर 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 महादेव।
Om Har 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 Mahadev.
ब्रह्म विष्णु सदा शिव जानत विवेका, ब्रह्माक्षर में महत्ये, ये तीनों एका, हर 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 महादेव।
Om Har 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 Mahadev.
यह शिव जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे, शिवानंद स्वामी मन वांछित फल पावे, ओम हर 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 महादेव।
Om Har 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 Mahadev.
शिव ओंकारा, हर शिव